So, hi, dear Taurus. Very, very good evening to you guys. This is Tarot Anjali, and this is a journal love reading for all the Taurus Sun, Moon, Venus rising for Taurus singles for the month of April 2026. Please don't try to forcibly fit yourself into the reading, honey. Sometimes some messages are not for you. Please keep that in mind. For personal reading healing sessions, check out the description box. You'll find the links below. For tarot reading course, self-love course, and Ho'oponopono Masterclass 2, links are given below. So let's start. The overall energy or the current energy for Taurus people regarding their love and relationship area. Let me see. Your current energies regarding love and relationship area, Taurus. Let's see what we have for Taurus people. So we have the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, the Judgment. Bottom of the deck is the Moon card. So deep down, you guys are having a lot of ifs and buts and confusions and insecurities and fears and those kind of energies of mysterious kind of secretive kind of energies of I don't know if I will ever be able to get love. I don't know if I will ever be able to open up to anyone or anything. But on a surface level, you guys are like, okay, let's live life to the fullest. So what is happening here, Taurus? The moment you guys are trying to have fun, to just have flings or just for fun kind of energies, just for the time being kind of energies, you guys feel like you are not yourself. So you are coming back to your Taurus essence of having stability, maturity, groundedness, and doing your own thing. And now you are in this energy of forgiving and forgetting and moving ahead. So it's like a lot of past energies are coming back to you. In the sense, they might not be coming for relationship. They might not be coming as a person, but nostalgia, past breakups, past issues, past patterns. You guys are able to understand each and everything on a deeper level. So you guys are trying to forgive and forget and move ahead. Let's say, for example, suddenly out of the blue, you guys are going to feel like you are sensing the energy of your person from like 20 years ago, right? Let's say you were in school or something, right, in college or something, and now you are remembering them, and then it's a trail of emotions, a trail of energies, all the people, all the flings, all the exes that you ever had in this lifetime. You guys are understanding the pattern, the missing piece of the puzzle. And now whenever you are feeling like you should go ahead and have fun, you guys are taking a step back and you guys are like, nope, no, 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 not again. So it's like you guys are stopping yourself from falling into trap with the same kind of energies that you are leaving behind. Okay, you are forgiving and trying to forget and moving ahead in your life. It's like dead energy is coming back to surface and you guys trying to handle it. That's the main energy for you guys. I don't think so any person is coming back as per se, an ex or something, but I do see the memories, the energies are coming into your awareness so that you can release them and heal them properly. Let's see your energies for a new person, new connection, new bond, Taurus. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Temperance, and the Five of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles. You might be tired of me telling you all the time that you are just by yourself, doing your own thing. So, honey, on a not so conscious level, the energy that you're not very aware of is the Nine of Pentacles deep down. You guys are scared of relationship because you don't want to lose your independence and your freedom and the empire, the energies, the peaceful energies that you have created for yourself. You guys just don't want to disturb yourself deep down. On a conscious level, I do feel that you are going to do a lot of not one, like 1%, 10%, 20%. It's like as if you guys are opening up the gate of some kind of bridge or something, and a flood is coming, flood of healing. So the tables are turning, lot of healing is coming, and you guys don't want any kind of drama or chaos or conflict in your life, even if it is coming from the most loving and caring person on this planet Earth. There are lots of things that you guys are still dealing with, and you are healing, you are being patient. And when it comes to a new person, new energy, you guys are still dealing with the previous energies. In Hindi we call it raita sametna. Hmm? you guys are what you guys are doing is you पिछले वाला रायता समेट रहे हैं सब, right? But anyways, in English, it's like you guys are cleaning the mess from the previous relationships, previous cycles, and you are doing deep, deep, deep rooted healings on a very, very, very deeper level, and in a very, very, very not aggressive way, very patient, very gentle, very loving, but it's like fast pace for Taurus. It's like as if you guys are like, okay, let's do this. Well, like this time it's final. Like you are finalizing the healing process, okay, of your life in this month. I'm going to do the readings again, maybe in mid of April, but for the timing, it's what I'm getting for you guys. Let's see for the new person, new energy from the angel oracles, romance oracles, romance angels. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. You know, if this healing phase, healing era, or whatever you call it, is you guys are not able to handle it yourself, okay? So you can ask for help from others. You can talk to a therapist, you can talk to a healer, you can talk to your friends, you can talk to some people who are actually good in these kind of things, mature, emotionally intelligent and emotionally mature people. So for the time being, I don't see you guys being very open to the idea of allowing anybody new in your space, because you are right now still in the process of cleaning the mess, and you guys are making sure that you are doing it for good this time. No residual energies at all. Okay. Let's see for a past person, past situation. You guys might be still stuck on. Let's see what we have. Best of luck, Taurus. You guys are not allowing. It's not this time. It's not out of fear, out of revenge, out of oh my god. It's out of awareness. Like nope, no. For this past person, we have the Sun card, the Eight of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Pentacles. You know, for this past person, past situation, there's still a possibility of collaboration, partnership, coming together, coming back together. But you're making sure, you might not be doing it consciously, like you're not blocking anyone consciously, maybe from this past situation, past dynamics. Somebody is seeing you very, very happy without them, and they're stressed out beyond words, like if they are going to enter in your space, how you are going to react, what you are going to say. And in fact, if somebody is going to enter in your space, whether it's a past person or new person, you are maybe you're not going to say no directly, but you're going to show them that you're not interested. Your body language, your energies, the way you are going to talk, the way you are going to behave is actually going to give the other person the signal of, okay, Taurus is not ready or Taurus is not interested. Taurus, I'm not going to say you're going to die single or something. I myself is a Taurus. I can't like apart from Taurus, I'm a human. So I don't think so. Every Taurus on this planet Earth is ready to die single like me. But I am liking this dying single idea because I don't have to deal with anybody's crap. But the thing here is that you might call me a bitch or anything, but most of you guys are going to be like, this woman never says anything positive. She is a bitch. She is going to let us die single only. That's not my intention, my love. You guys are giving me this energy. What should I do? I hope this doesn't resonate with you. If you're happy with someone, if you feel like falling in love, do that. But if you're watching a channel where healing is the most important part of the process, this is how it is going to be. Sorry, but I'm not so sorry. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. You guys are so focused on money, job, career, finances, and healing your shit. You might not even think about love. You guys are going to like, yeah, love, okay, goodbye. I'll think about it. Taurus people are not, anyways, very much interested in love in general. Also, you know, when we talk about traits, and when we write in when people write in comment section, Taurus are like this only, Capricorn are like this only, Virgo are like this only, Libra. Oh my god, I have seen so many flavors of Taurus people. First of all, I myself is a Taurus. Then I have lots of friends who are earth signs. They are totally different from each other. Even Taurus people are very, very different from each other. So you cannot generalize the whole Taurus zodiac into one. I have to take the name of the zodiac signs because this is otherwise how I'm going to do the readings. So sometimes when you see some other video and it resonates very well with you, it means you are energetically connected to that reading. It doesn't mean that you should force yourself to see the Taurus reading only. Happens a lot because tarot has nothing to do with zodiac signs, birth dates, or your astrology. This is man-made thing, like man-made in the sense somebody added astrology, forced astrology on tarot after it was converted into a divination tool. Otherwise it was used to be just cards, just for playing, just for fun, if you guys don't know. That's why I don't ever mix tarot and astrology ever. And tarot is not an Indian thing at all. If Indians are claiming, oh, this is from India only, learn to respect other people's discoveries too. This is not Indian. It is not. And I don't believe in astrology, and I don't believe in this shit that some planet from this much far is going to affect our life in this. We are this much teeny part of this universe. This, no planet is affecting you. Come out of this bullshit. Raise your vibrations. Meditate. Meditate, heal, repeat. Meditate, heal, repeat. Be aware, be aware, be aware. Break the cycles, break the chains. Boom. No planet, no astrology, no tarot is going to affect you if you are going to raise your vibrations. I hardly resonate with tarot anymore. Hardly. But the very good thing here is the more I'm getting detached, the more meaningful my messages are becoming because I'm detaching. The most accurate way to read tarot is just to read the imagery, sorry. The images, what this represents. I'll tell you guys few tips to how to read tarot someday, but trust me, it works really beautifully. I want to have dimples. I have dimples, see? I have dimples, but I don't know, whenever I get fat, they disappear. Anyways, enough of the shit. Let's see the guidance for you guys. We have the Three of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Two of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords. You got to have the mental clarity and the preparation to be fully ready to go in this direction, honey, right? So any kind of collaboration, partnership, any kind of commitment, nothing is going to work unless you guys are going to be fully available and fully open to the idea of being in a beautiful connection. Sometimes we think we are ready, but our body, our feelings, our gut, our energies, our body language, everything states totally differently. So listen to your gut, listen to your heart. Don't try to force yourself to be ready or not to be ready, right? Feel it from your heart. Let's see the last and final message for you guys, Taurus. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. It's about you, your red flags that you have to figure out for yourself, Taurus. The red flags that you guys have, that you guys might be creating unconsciously, right? So pay attention to those things. Cool. So thank you so much for tuning in, Taurus. We'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye. Take care. May existence bless you. Namaste.